A very warm good morning to all of you. Today, this is my fifth lecture for retirement of partners, and under this, as of now, we have completed many things regarding the calculation of goodwill, then treatment, valuation. We have also calculated. We have done this revaluation assets, revaluation of assets and liabilities. We have done this. We have prepared revaluation account, memorandum revaluation account. Everything we have discussed, but few of the things that is left today. Now I am going to discuss in this video, and in this video we will cover the undistributed profit treatment. We will do, then we will do the share in life policy, share in joint life policies, then we will do the adjustment of capital after retirement in order to proportionate to the profit sharing ratio, then retirement and admission as well. We will do this. So let's come to the slides and we will discuss there. Well, you can see here what are the topics will I cover in this video, like treatment of undistributed profit and losses, share of retiring partners profit up to the rate of retirement, share in the life policy, calculation and settlement of total amount due to a retiring partner, adjustment of capitals after retirement in order to be proportionate to the profit sharing ratio, and retirement and admission. So let me tell you about this treatment of undistributed profits. Generally what happen, like in case of general reserve or credit balance of profit and losses will be distributed by crediting to all the partners capital account in their profit sharing ratio, and will not be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet after distribution. It is understood. See, only the retiring partner share of these items may be credited to his account, and the remaining amount of such accounts may be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. And in case of debit balance of profit and loss account and other expense, other balances, reverse treatment will be given. Okay, and in the asset side of balance sheet. See, second one is share of retiring partner's profit up to the date of retirement. If see, in this case, if a partner retire in between the accounting year due to some reason, and his share of profit up to the date of retirement is to be calculated, so on the basis of last year's profit or otherwise, and it is credited to his capital account, the corresponding debit to be given to the profit and loss suspense account. So in this case, you have to create suspense account for this. Third one is the share in the life policy. See, in this case, if the partner have taken either joint life policy or individual life policies, and these have attained some surrender value, the share of retiring partner is calculated and credited to his capital account, and the corresponding debit to be given to the continuing partners in their gaining ratio. Then next one is the calculation and settlement of total amount due to a retiring partner. In this we will try to understand with the question. So how to settle their account, how to calculate, and in this case the total amount due to a retiring partner may include like capital on the date of last balance sheet, interest on salaries if it is payable, share of profit or losses of date of retirement, and share in the goodwill, share in the general reserve profit and losses account appearing the balance sheet, less drawings, interest on drawings. All this thing we will calculate through the one practical question. Let's come to this point and we will understand there. Let's we have one question that A, B, C are equal partners and C retires on 31st March 2019. The balance sheet of the firm as on 31st December 2018 stood as follows. Like it is given here: creditors, contingency reserve, investment fluctuation fund, partners capitals, and cash in hand, cash at bank, debtors, less provision, stock, investment, land and building, and goodwill as well. So in this case, some of the additional information also given, like in order to arrive at the balance due to C, it was mutually agreed that land and building be valued at rupees 50,000, investment fluctuation fund be brought to 500 rupees, although you can see in the balance sheet it is given 1200. Debtors being all good, no provision is required, but you can check here that the provision they have already created, but in the additional information they are telling that all the debtors are good, so means you need not to write this one. So in this case it will be the profit for this case. Okay, so stock be taken at rupees 9,300, goodwill will be valued at 1 year's purchase of the average profit over the past years. C share of profit to be date of retirement be calculated on the basis of average profit of the preceding 3 years. The same thing that we have done earlier, how to calculate, how to value the goodwill. Then the profit for the preceding 5 years were as like that 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18 as well given, and given you have to prepare the retiring partners capital account and revise balance sheet. But some of the informations are related with the revaluation of assets and liabilities are given. So for that you need to prepare one more account, that is revaluation account, which is very easy. We will calculate. Let's come to this revaluation account first we will calculate the revaluation account, and for calculating revaluation account, one we prepare debit balance and credit balance of revaluation account, and we write what are the changes have been made in the balance sheet. See, so first we will start from the land and building be valued rupees 50,000. So first we have to compare with the old one, and old one it is given 40,000, means the land and building appreciated by rupees 10,000. 50,000 it has become, so 10,000 they have appreciated. So this amount is the benefit for the company, so you will write in the credit side. Let's come, and you can check here that I have written and land and building is rupees 10,000 rupees. Go back, next investment fluctuation fund we brought to rupees 500. You can check here that the investment fluctuation fund is given 1200, but it has said that it has been reduced by 700. So you will write this fluctuation investment fund by 700. This is also the benefit, so you write this 700. Okay, then go to the third point. It is said that debtors being all good, no provision is required, but earlier when you will check, you will find that they have created 800 provision for doubtful debt. So this one not required as of now. So what you will do, you will add this one in the credit side as a benefit, as a profit. Debtors provision is rupees 800. Okay, then you go and de-check stock to be taken at 9,300. Once you will go and check the stock in balance sheet, you will find that it is given 10,000 rupees, but there is a reduction in the stock and it has been reduced by 700. You can check the current stock is given 9,300, means it is the reduced by 700. So this amount you will write in the debit side. So go and check, you have written to stock 700 I have written. Then go back and check whether anything is given. Goodwill will be valued at 1 year's profit. This one you need to calculate through this information. So later on we will check through working note. We will go there and we'll check there. But there is no other informations are given related with the revaluation of assets and liabilities. So we will finalize this account. See, once you will add up, you will find that the 11,500 has come, and after the adjustment of this stock of 700, you will find the value of rupees 10,800 is the profit of the in case of revaluation, and this profit you will distribute among all these three partners in their profit sharing ratio. But in the question it is given the profit sharing ratio is equal, so that's why I have distributed this profit in their equal ratio. Like I have divided this 10,000 by 3 because all will be getting in the equal ratio. So amount will come 3,600, 3,600 and 3,600 in this case. So we have prepared this revaluation account. Now go, what's next we have to do? We have to prepare the account for retiring partner. So only we will focus on the retiring partner. Who is going to retire in this question is C. So only we will prepare the account for C. C's capital account we will prepare. So in this C's capital, first we will write the by balance brought down whatever the capital he is having in the business. C is having 20,000, that's the amount we will write here, 20,000. Then we will write by revaluation account. This amount we have taken from the revaluation. This C part of profit from the revaluation account. You can check this amount we will take here. Go back and you write here this the C profit. Okay, then you have to distribute this contingency reserve also. So contingency reserve in the question it is given 3,900. So this amount, it is very simple that you have to distribute this contingency liability in the equal ratio. So you have to divide this 3,900 by 3. So amount will come 13,300. When you will divide this 3 by 3, then the amount will come 1,300. Then go and check the profit and loss suspense account. That is profit and loss suspense account. You have to find how it happened. So there is, for this you can check here, I've written that to this is the working note, how we will calculate this suspense account. Calculation of, see, for 2 first we are going to do suspense account for his profit. So calculation of share of profit of C till 31st March 2017. You can check average profit for the past 3 years. Why we are taking this past 3 years profit? Because it is said in the question, when you go and check the question, it is given that goodwill will be valued at 1 year's purchase of the average profit of the past 5 years. Here after the next line, F, point number F, C's share of profit to the date of retirement be calculated on the basis of average profit of the preceding 3 years. Preceding 3 years means 18, 17 and 16. So these 3 years you have to take 16, 17 and 18. So 9,000, 8,000, 10,000 you will take, and you will find the average profit. So that's why I have taken this one. Average profit for the past 3 years is 9,000, 9, 8 and 10 divided by 3. The average profit has come 9,000. Then this 9,000 profit will be share among all the partners. So I check how will you distribute this 9,000 profit. See, she share is 1 by 3 for 3 months. Why this 3 months? Here it is given, let me check. She share profit for the past 3 years, and this profit is for the 31st. This profit is for the March, up to March. Okay, so you have to find out, see, who is this guy. ACRC retired on 31st March 2019, but the balance sheet is of up to 18. So that's why we have taken the profit of last 3 years, because 2019 you have not yet decided how much profit has come. So in that case you have to take the average of last 3 years, and you will find for 3 months profit. So that's the same thing I have done here. She share is equally 1 by 3 for 3 months only. If you check, I say that the entire year you calculate the profit, so it will be simply 9,000 divided by 3. The amount will come 3,000, but this 3,000 you have to distribute unto 3 for 3 months. This 3,000 is for 1 year. So what I have done, I have taken this 9,000 rupees first, what we have the average profit, divided by 3 months. 3 months means 3 divided by 12 multiply by, this is the profit sharing ratio. So that's I have taken. Once you will calculate, you will find that 750 rupees is for 3 months profit. So that profit we will write here, profit and loss suspense account, because this year that is the main point which we need to understand in case of the when a partner is retiring in the mid of the year. That year you are not yet decided the profit. That's why you need to create one suspense account. This is the suspense that you are taking the average profit, and you are finding for the 3 months profit approx 750 rupees that we have calculated. Then next one is capital account is 1. Why this capital? Let's come to the working note number 1, and we will understand there. See, this working note, first we have to calculate the calculation of goodwill, as it is in the question it is given that your goodwill will be calculated for the past 5 years profit, average of past 5 years profit. 5 years profit it is given. When you go and check this amount, last 5 years 11,500, 14,000, 9,000, 8,000 and 10,000, all will you add, and you will find the value become 52,500. This 52,500, once you will go for the finding out the average profit, you have to divide it by 5. When you divide by 5, your amount will come, average profit will come 10,500. This is the average profit in case of goodwill. Now it is given that she will be credited with rupees 3,500. How it will be credited 3,500? Because this 10,000 multiply by 1 by 3. 1 by 3 means it's the share value. 1 by 3, this is you have to calculate 3,500 amount will come as a share of goodwill. But before that we have to check how much it is given, what are the things are given. See, regarding the goodwill, see, goodwill will be valued at 1 year's purchase of the average profit. See, in this case, because since the 1 year profit is given, 1 year purchase is given, in this case what we have to do is average profit multiply by 1. So that's why in this case your average profit and goodwill amount will be common, because the 1 year it is given. Whatever the average profit will come, that will be for the that will be your goodwill amount. So that's why here the amount has come 10,500. But in the next step, which I have not written here, but I should write, that is goodwill is equal to number of years purchase multiply by average profit. So when you will do goodwill is equal to number of years purchase multiply by profit, average profit, the number of years is 1 and multiply by average profit is equal to 10,500. The amount will come the same, like 10,500. That's why here I have written. So the amount will come for, in this case, 3,500 is for C goodwill. So this amount you need to write in this capital account. 3,500 is the goodwill account amount. Okay, so you all add and you will find that 29,115. Here one more thing it is given, that goodwill amount is 6,300. So let's go and check what about this goodwill. When you will go and you will find this goodwill is given in the balance sheet, you have to write up this one also, 18,900. This is the old goodwill. In the question it is given balance sheet, so you have to distribute all, and again you will do this 18,900 into the 3 equal ratio. So it is very simple. Once you will divide by 3, this 3, it will come 6000. It will come 6300. You need to write this one also. You have to write. Okay, after the adjustment, your balance will come C's loan account is equal to 22,805. From where this C's account is come? See, in case of admission or some other cases, we write balance, but C is retiring here. In this case, here after the adjustment, this amount will not be balance carried down or balance brought down. This amount will be converted into their loans account. See, C can also demand this amount immediately give me, but in the business it is not possible to refund this amount or give the retiring partner the entire amount. That is not possible because your business may affect. So in this case, what is the rule is that you can simply convert this value, the balance of the retiring partner, into their loans account, or you can pay later on in the installment or 50% or as per the decision by the other partners. Okay, as per the agreement you can return. So that's why the remaining balance we have written is 22,850 as a loan, and this amount will be write down, will be mentioned in the balance sheet as a loan. Let's come to the balance sheet. We will check there how to prepare. This is the revised balance sheet of Mr. A and B. First we'll go and check the cash in hand. It is given 900 and cash at bank it is given 4,000. So both the item we have written, cash in bank 900, cash at bank 4,000. Then go to check the debtors. Since you have already mentioned that there is no as such provision for doubtful debt, so that's why you need to write this 10,000 rupees as a debtor. So you will write here this debtors will be 10,000 rupees. Then stock, in the question it is given that stock to be taken at 9,300. So again you will write this again this stock 9,300 you will write. Then investment, go and check the investment. Investment cost is 5,000. There is no as such any changes, so the same value you will write in the case of stock 5,000. Then land and building, as we have done, you remember that in the balance sheet it is given 40,000, but in the additional information the value of the land and building has been appreciated, so the appreciated value you need to write 50,000 rupees. Okay, here one more thing, it is written that profit and loss suspense account. Why we have written? Because we have not yet decided this profit, but we have given to the retiring partner, so that is that you need to mention in the asset account that you have given this 750 rupees. This is the reserve and suspense account, you need to write here. Okay, after the calculation you will find that 79,950 is coming from the asset side. When you go to the creditor liability side, first you need to write the creditors. There is no as such changes, so that's why you need to write creditors 12,900. Contingency reserve you have distributed, so no need to enter in the balance sheet. Investment fluctuation fund, as it was said that the value of investment fluctuation fund has been reduced to 500, so the latest value, the revised value you need to write here, fluctuation. Then C's loan, this amount which I have told you earlier, the same value I have taken over here. Then the A and B partners capital account, you need to calculate here also A and B ratio, A and B shares. Then the 26,850, 16,850, this amount will come. After the adjustment you need to prepare the A and B also account. Okay, you can do it, and hereafter once you will do it, you will find the value is coming 79,950 rupees. So this is the overall about the calculation and settlement of retiring partners balances. So I have done over here. Next question is all about the, let's go to the back side. This is the adjustment of capital after retirement in order to proportionate to the profit sharing ratio. So now I will talk about this one, how to adjust this one. Let me see the question, whether question number 2. Before going to discuss this question, problem number 2, let me tell you one thing about this adjustment of capital after retirement in order to be proportionate to the profit sharing ratio. Sometimes after the retirement of a partner, the continuing partner decide to have a certain sum as to be in the capital of the firm, and that too should be in their new profit sharing ratio. From the total amount of the capital required by each partner is calculated with reference to his new profit sharing ratio and compared with the existing balance in the capital account after making all the adjustment. Okay, see, if in the surplus cases the amount will be withdrawn by the partners concerned, and if the balance is less than the required amount of his of share, he will have to bring the difference amount in the cash in the cash form. Okay, see, in this we have one question, that is question on 31st March 2019, the balance sheet of Ram, Hari, Mohan sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 2:3:2 stood as follows. Capital Ram, Hari, Mohan is given, sundry creditors are given, land and building machinery, closing stock, sundry debtors, cash and bank balance over given. On 31st March 2019, Hari desired to retire from the firm, and the remaining partner decided to carry on. It was agreed to revalue the assets and liabilities on that day on the following basis. What are the bases? Just you can check, there are total 9 bases are given over here. See, land and building given, machinery, closing stock, provision for bad debt, all the information are given. This during this is you need to mention in the revaluation account old credit balance of sundry creditors written back, joint life policy. We will discuss. See, one more point in this, we will discuss about the joint life policy. Okay, so let me tell you one more thing about this joint life policy. We have another question about joint life policy that I will discuss also in this video. First, let me complete this this question first. The joint life policy is also given here, and goodwill, total capital of the firm also given, and amount of due to Hari is to settle the accounts is also given. So we need to prepare revaluation account, capitals of partners, cash account, and balance sheet as on this date. So let's come to the revaluation account first. First we will prepare this revaluation account. So we will start from the land and building. Be appreciated 30%. The land and building, the question 10 lakh rupees is given, but the value is appreciated by 30%, means the 30% of 10 lakh will be 3 lakh. So this 3 lakh, the value is given, land and building 3 lakh rupees appreciated. Then you can check machinery be depreciated by 20%. How much machinery is given? 17 lakh, but the value of machinery has been depreciated by 20%. So 20% of this machinery will be 3,40,000 approx. This machinery I have written 3,40,000. Next one is closing stock to be valued with rupees 4,50,000. Once the closing stock in the question, it is given 5 lakh, but it has also been depreciated by 50,000 rupees. So you need to write this 50,000 here also. Stock 50,000. Next one is provision for bad debt be made at 5%. The sundry debtor is 6 lakh rupees is given. The 5% of 6 lakhs will become 30,000. So I have written over here. Then next one is given after that 1 2 3 4 is over. Old credit balance of sundry creditor 50,000 be written back. 5 lakh total 5 lakh total creditors is given, but this out of this 5 lakh 50,000 written back. So you need also write to this 50,000 in the credit side. Sundry creditor 50,000. After, there is no as such adjustments are given over here. There is no adjustment remaining left here, so we will adjust it. And once you will check, you will find the debit balance is more than the credit value. So in this case, you can understand that this is the case of loss, because in the case 3,50,000 credit balance is there, but in the debit side it is 4,20,000. There is a difference of 70,000. So this 70,000 is the loss of the business. So this 70,000 you will distribute among all the partner. How will you distribute this 7 lakh 70,000? You can check first that they are distributing their profit into 2:3:2 means 2 3 5 to 7, 2 by 7, 3 by 7 and 2 by 7. You can check here. Once you will do that, 70,000 multiplied by 2 by 7, it will come 20,000, 30,000 and 20,000 respectively you will do. So this is the revaluation account you have completed. Now come to the capital account of all the partners. How will you will do? First, the important thing is that you have to write by balance brought down whatever the balance of capital is given in the balance sheet of old. For one, you can check 10,000, 15,000, 10 lakh, 15 lakh and 10 lakh is given for all the partner. You will write here 10 lakh, 15 lakh and 10 lakh. Then it is given that by joint life policy. This is the important thing that we need to understand. Joint life policy is given in the question. There is no as such, but here it is given joint life policy of the partner surrender and cashed obtained rupees 3,50,000 rupees. That joint life policy here, they have surrendered and cash received by 3,50,000. This 3,50,000 you need to distribute among all the partner in their old profit sharing ratio, which is given that 2:3:2. So 2:3:2, once you will do 2/7, 3,50,000 multiply by 2, 3 lakh, let me do here, 3,50,000 multiply by first partner, he will receive 2/7. So 7 amount will come 1 lakh rupees. Once you will calculate like that, and for him it will come 1,50,000, and for him it will come 1 lakh rupees. You can distribute accordingly. Go back and check. Then it is said that up to point number 1 you have completed, point number 2 completed, 3 completed, 4 completed, and old credit balance also completed. Now joint life policy also completed. For now we will talk about the goodwill of the firm be valued at rupees 6,30,000. Okay, the entire goodwill of the firm, and Hari's share of the goodwill be the adjusted in the account of Ram and Mohan. Ram and Mohan, they both will share this goodwill, who share the future profit and losses in the ratio of 3:2. So no goodwill account being raised. So no goodwill account so first you write this 6,30,000 in their account. So this goodwill first you need to write here is, you can check, first you have to calculate how much amount is coming. I think I have not here, there is no working note, I forget to mention here, but you can do, I will tell you how to do. Let me calculate 6,30,000. 6,30,000 is the entire, let me check one more time, 6,30,000, yes, 6,30,000 is the entire goodwill of the firm. And for who is retiring here, Hari. So Hari ratio is 3, 3/7. First you find 3/7. So the total amount will come 2,70,000 for Hari. Okay, this 2,70,000 amount will be distributed among, they will share. Who will share? This Ram and Mohan, because they are taking this 2,70,000 they will share. Why? Because they are sharing his profit ratio in the ratio of 3:2. Here it is given. So in this ratio the amount of goodwill will be paid by Ram and Mohan. So 3:2 means 2,70,000 they will distribute. 3:2 means 3 to 5. 3 by multiply by 3 divided by 5. The amount will come 2,70,000 divided by 3 divided by 5 multiply by 3, 1,62,000. One partner will give, another partner will give 2,70,000 multiply by 2 divided by 5, 1,08,000. Okay, here the code will process. Oh, sorry, one thing I forget. See, this ratio is given, Hari's share of the goodwill be the ratio of 3:2. Now this is the new sharing ratio, new profit sharing ratio. This is not the sacrificing ratio. So first you have to calculate the sacrificing ratio. Okay, after that let me calculate here, after I will add. So first calculate the sacrificing ratio like this. You can check here, this I have done sacrificing ratio. Even you can do old minus new ratio or new minus old ratio. So when you will do old minus new ratio, Ram is equal to 2/7 is the new old ratio, 3/5 is equal to the new ratio. Then the amount will come 10/21, the ratio will come 11/35. In case of Mohan it will come 4/35. The sacrificing ratio which we have calculated over here is 11:4. So the same way I have calculated, and I have written 11/15, because once you will add this 11 plus 4 will become 15. So 11/15 and 4/15. In this ratio you need to distribute this 2,70,000 goodwill of Hari. So these two guy will the account of these two partners will be debited, and this account of Hari will be the account of Hari 1,98,000 rupees and 1,98,000 rupees of from Ram's capital, and from Mohan's capital 72,000 rupees will be credited. Okay, see here, this value will not come over here. This is wrongly written in the account of Ram. This value will come in the account of Hari. So here you need to write 1,98,000 rupees. Okay, and 72,000 rupees, because already these two partners are debiting his account for paying to the Hari in their sacrificing ratio. So 72,000 rupees his account will be credited like this. Okay, from Ram Capital 1,90,000, 8,000, from Mohan Capital 72,000 will be written here. So once you will add 15 lakh, 1,50,000, 1,98,000, 72,000, all this once you will add it, the amount will come to 19,20,000. Okay, you cut this value, this is not the part here. So 10 lakh and 1 lakh is here. So but before going to adjust all this thing, we have to the credit side we have completed. Come to the debit side, we have distributed the goodwill amount in their old existing partners. Now second thing, that revaluation account you need to write. Revaluation account we have calculated and we came to know that there is a loss of 70,000 and we have distributed this loss in their profit sharing ratio. So that's why you need to mention here 20,000, 30,000 and 20,000. Hereafter you can check here that we are settling his account, Hari account, but before going to settle account, we don't know how much we need to settle. So first we go to the question, and in the question it is given that the amount due to the Hari is to be settled on the following basis. What are the basis? 50% on retirement and the balance 50% within 1 year. So this 50% immediately you have to pay, and remaining 50% you will pay after 1 year, and this amount will be mentioned in the balance sheet as a loan. Come to the point and we will discuss. See, first we will settle the Hari account. Hari account total amount is due is 19,20,000. After the adjustment of 30,000, you came to know that there is a 18,90,000 amount will come. This 18,90,000 amount you need to pay to Hari, but this amount 18,90,000 you have to pay into two part. One through cash 50% of 18,90,000 amount will become 9,45,000. you need to pay cash immediately at the time of retirement, and this remaining 50% means 9,45,000 you need to pay in the after 1 year, and this 9,45,000 you will consider as a loan to Hari's loan, and that amount you need to write in the balance sheet. Okay, so I have paid to Hari cash 9,45,000 and remaining Hari's loan as 9,45,000 in their account, in his account. Now we are going to settle the Ram and Mohan account. How will you settle Ram and Mohan account? One point is written in the question is that you can go and check it. The total capital of the firm is to be the same as before retirement. Before retirement total capital amount was 35 lakh rupees. 10 lakh, 15 lakh and 10 lakh. Total amount was 35 lakh rupees. Individual capitals be in their profit sharing ratio. Now there are two partners. Earlier it was 3, but now after the retirement there are 2 partners, and that 2 partner new profit sharing ratio is 3:2. So this 35 lakh capital you need to maintain in the partnership. So for this the individual partner will bring this 35 lakh rupees in their new profit sharing ratio, and new profit sharing ratio is 3:5. So means that your balance carried down should be 35 lakh should be divided into their profit sharing ratio. So 35 lakh divided by 3/5 and 35 lakh divided by 2/5. So 3/5 amount will come sorry 21 lakh, and 2/5 amount will come 14 lakh. So this balance should be there. So once you will adjust 21 lakh plus 1,98,000, you can see here that there is the excess of debit side 23,18,000. But when you will go and check the Ram account in their credit balance, only you will find that 11 lakhs are given over here. Okay, so this 11 lakhs 23,18,000 out of 23,18,000 amount is remain in the business is 11 lakh. So the remaining amount 12,18,000 will be brought by Ram in cash. So that's why you can see here that by cash account Ram is bringing 12,18,000. Okay, so after bringing this 12,18,000 his account will match. Come to the Mohan's account. 72,000 he has given as a goodwill for sacrificing in his sacrificing ratio, and another there is a loss of revaluation 20,000. After that 14 lakh capital should be there, but here the capital is only 10 lakh rupees. So once you will, again you can see in the debit side it is the excess. So the total amount is 14 lakh 92,000 should be there, but in the business only 11 lakh is there. There is again the shortage of 3 lakh 92,000. So that 3 lakh 92,000 again the Mohan will bring. So this 3 lakh 92,000 will be brought by Mohan. So once he will bring, his account will also settle. Okay, now we have settled the account. Come to the cash account. Why we are preparing here cash? Because there are some transaction of cash, because Hari is taking 9,45,000, somebody is bringing cash. So this why where we need to prepare cash account. So first when we prepare this cash account, we need to write the balance of balance sheet. The amount in the question it is given of cash and bank balance 2 lakh. That amount you will write here, 2 lakh rupees in balance brought down. Then joint life policy they have received in cash, it is given in the question, you can check. Joint life policy of the partner surrendered and cash obtained rupees 3,50,000. This 3,50,000 you need to write, 3,50,000 you are receiving. Then Ram's capital, Ram is bringing, we have done in the previous slide, 12 lakh 18,000. Then Mohan's capital 3 lakh 92,000, you can check, 12 18 and 3 lakh 92,000 they have brought. The total cash has come is 21 lakh 60,000. Out of this cash you have given to Hari. By Hari's capital account 9 lakh 45,000 you have given. Then whatever the remaining will be there by balance carried down, this balance amount will be transferred in the balance sheet. So you can check, come to the balance sheet. Land and building 13 lakh. Why this 13 lakh? Come and check. Land and building earlier it was 10 lakh, but it has said that land and building be appreciated. The appreciated value you need to write in the balance sheet. So that's why I have written land and building 13 lakh, 10 plus 3 lakh. Machinery 13 lakh 60,000. Why this 13 lakh 60,000? Because the value of machinery has got decreases or depreciated by 20%. So total value earlier it was 17 lakh, but out of 17 lakh you have depreciated the value at the rate of 20%, and the amount is 3 lakh 40,000. Once you subtract this 3 lakh 40,000 from 17 lakh, you will find that 13 lakh 60,000 has come. Closing stock earlier it was 55 lakh, but now it has become 4 lakh 50,000 because the value of closing stock also decreases by 50,000. It is given in the question. So that's why I have written 4 lakh 50,000. Sundry debtors is 6 lakh rupees total it is given, but the provision of 5% it is given in the question. So that's why we have decreases the value of sundry debtor with 30,000. Remaining balance will become here 5 lakh 70,000. Then cash at bank and balance, this amount 12 lakh 15,000 we have taken this value. So I have written, once you add all you will find this 48 lakh 95,000 from asset side. Come to the liability side. You need to write first capital of Ram and Mohan. Ram and Mohan capital is 21 lakh and 14 lakh, as in the question it is mentioned that the capital should be same as before retirement. You can check here, this point has been written in the question, the same we are following, and that's why we have written here the balance 21 lakh and this 14 lakh. So total account capital should be 35 lakh. Okay, so I have written here Hari's loan, because already I have told the total amount for Hari was 18 lakh 90,000, but out of 18 lakh 90,000 he has taken 9 lakh 45,000, which we have mentioned here in the what we say in the cash account, which we have mentioned here. But remaining this amount will be transferred in his loan account, because this amount we need to pay after 1 year. So that's why we need to write in the balance sheet that Hari's loan is 9 lakh 45,000. Then sundry creditors, in the question it is given sundry creditors is 5 lakh, but out of this 5 lakh it has said in the question that 50,000 has been written off. Can check in the question, there here old credit balance of sundry creditor 50,000 be written back. So that's we have done. So remaining 4 lakh 50,000 we need to write here. Once you will add, you will find this 48 lakh 95,000 has come. So this is the settlement of partners total due of the retiring partners. In this question you can understand clearly how when a partner is going to retire, that time how the account will be settled for the existing partner or retiring partner. Your concept got clear from this question. So I am working here during the lockdown period and I am at my home, so I have to work for our institute, or I have also worked for my home as well, so that's why my son is with me, Mr. Mizan Khan, but I'm not going to talk about him, but let me finish this task. That as of now we have discussed in this video about the working capital, about the capital account of that how the settlement made among the existing partner or retiring partner. We have discussed about the joint life policy treatment, and we have discussed about the settlement. We have discussed about the settlement of proportionate capital. Everything we have discussed over here. So I hope your concept got clear through these two problems. Most of the topic I have covered in this, but I could not cover the case of retirement and admission together. So in the next video I will prepare for only one problem I will do there, and I will discuss how when a partner admit and when a partner retire, in that case how to prepare the accounting and how you settle and how you adjust the remaining and existing partners. All these things we will discuss. I hope your concept got clear as of now. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much.